Without a unifying force, this is what I'm taking away from what you're saying. Without a unifying force like the voice of the customer, we're all left to our own devices to make individual decisions that are good for our department, good for the company. But if we're not aligned on the North Star, which is the voice of the customer, that's what we should be optimizing for. But we optimize for revenue outcomes.
Exactly this. You will end up optimizing for a bunch of local maximas in the different teams. And this has two consequences, right? The first one is that the company will not reach its full potential. Like you will not be able to have this orchestra of teams and functions working together to create something amazing for customers. Like if you think about how little friction there is in most categories in industry today to switch to a different provider, a different service, a different app, whatever it is. When switching costs go to zero, like value creation is not like a nice to have. It's not doing it once. Like that product market fit is so elusive now. You see this especially with the AI native companies that are coming up on the market where you'll have PMF this week, but the next week it's gone. So that's one part, is that you will not optimize for a global maxima, but for a bunch of local ones. But the second part, and this to me can be a dangerous, but even more demoralizing for the teams, is that we are usually working in quite network companies. We're quite dependent on each other. If you cannot create that commonality that you were talking about between the teams, work will just not feel as meaningful or fun, because you feel like I'm doing my thing, but these other guys, like they just don't understand why we're doing this and what we're doing. And this leads to so much like slowness and friction that I don't think we can afford to. But when you find that commonality, it feels different. It just does.